Hello, everyone. Welcome to the SDG Pavilion at COP29 in Baku, Azerbaijan. My name is Ariel Alexevich, and I'm from the UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs, the sponsor of this pavilion. And I am pleased to be here with Ms. Vladanka Andreeva, the resident coordinator here in Azerbaijan for the UN. She is leading a UN country team of 18 organizations working with the country of Azerbaijan to deliver its Sustainable Development Goals. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Ariel, for the invitation. Appreciate it.
It's really our pleasure. Thanks. So I wanted to ask you, ma'am, first of all, can you tell us a little bit what are Azerbaijan's sustainable development hopes and dreams?
You know, every country team in the host country where we are working, we are developing something that we officially call Development Cooperation Framework, but I like to call it the partnership agreement between the country and the UN family in the country on what we need to do to propel them on their road to achieve a sustainable development goal. So our current partnership framework runs until 2025. We have four main priorities. Okay? Number one is really to make sure that we have an inclusive growth. The second one is to strengthen the national institutions. The third one was climate action. And the fourth one is gender equality. All this is underpinned by human rights, by really making sure that we have the data that is disaggregated to then guide us in our programs and policies. So in short, that's how we are focusing our 18 agencies' strong effort, our skills, knowledge, and passion to help Azerbaijani people to achieve Agenda 2030.
Great. And can you tell us a little bit more about how you're supporting Azerbaijan with climate action specifically?
With pleasure. You know, I usually say you can take climate action as a docking station and then put all the SDGs, and that's how we are going to really accelerate. So in our concrete example, we have UNDP, who is supporting the country to develop their national adaptation plans. We have colleagues from FAO that are making sure that our food system is climate resilient. We have UNICEF, who is bringing young voices, not just at the table, but capacitating them to be informed, to have the skills and knowledge to participate in the discussion and in the policy making. Then moving on, we have UN Habitat. Cities are at the center of climate resilience and adaptation. And in the cities, we have many people who are on the move. We have refugees, we have internally displaced people, and this is where IOM and UNHCR are trying to see what we can do for particularly vulnerable population to make sure that they have the means to battle and address the climate risks that are particular to them. UN Women, UNFPA, we are trying to bring girls more in STEM, but also to make sure that gender equality is embedded in all urban policies. WHO is the air that we breathe that needs to be healthy, but even more important, the promotion of One Health concept where we are trying to say that the triple planetary crisis also needs to involve animal health and human health. Yes. I think I've mentioned most of my colleagues, so maybe I'm omitting something, but as you can see, we're really trying to integrate what we do. And when we come to the government, is one UN proposal where we play on the strengths and talent that we have at the country level.
Wonderful. I'm really pleased to hear about this because here at the SDG Pavilion, we are always trying to make clear the interlinkages between climate change and these goals like gender equality and health, like you've mentioned. I wanted to ask you also, how have you been helping the country prepare for COP29?
It's been super busy 10 months. I'm extremely happy to be here to see so many people fasting through. I even feel that today is super packed.
Yeah.
But you know, kudos to the COP29 presidency. They had short 10 months. They had a steep learning curve.
No.
Not just in terms of the substance and the context, but also logistically, to prepare and host the world for these 2 weeks. We, my team and I, we have been humbled and privileged at the same time to accompany the government on this journey. And from the UN Development System side, we have been working on 3 parallel tracks. UNFCCC colleagues, the custodians of the climate conference, have been, hand in hand working with COP29 presidency, both on substance and logistical preparations. At the global level, together with the UN Secretary General Special Advisor for Climate Action and Just Transition, Mr. Selwyn Hart, I have co-chaired a global UN task force. We had more than 25 entities who were supporting the presidency to articulate action agenda and presidency initiatives. They have 14, and we have partnered with them for 12. But that doesn't stop there. We're going to take it forward. And most of these presidency initiatives are going to come into life into the UN country team, Azerbaijan country program, the next partnership framework 2026 on. And finally, at the country level, my team and I have developed an engagement strategy. The heart of it was really to raise public awareness, to engage as many partners as we could at the country level. We had many initiatives. The one really close to my heart is the 29 climate conversations. Just a couple of hours ago, we had a side event, and we had the last 29th climate conversation. But in the process, we have partnered with media, with academia, civil society, young people, the private sector, really trying to engage and basically pass on the message that the Secretary General gave at the opening of the Leaders Summit, that the climate ambition is not an option, is an imperative, that climate finance is not a charity, is an investment in greener future. And finally, the clock is ticking and the time to deliver is now.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ms. Andreeva, for being with us here in the SDG Pavilion. Thank you all for watching, and good night.
Thank you.